don't believe in closing doors around here. I wish to share my fragrance with you.
Good morning, everybody. There's Jason on the toilet, but you could only see his legs, so I thought that was okay. Sorry, Jason.
Okay.
So, we have a crazy week coming up next week. We're going to do a visa run in England. Has anybody else ever done a visa run at the British border? So what it is Jason's American visa is running out. He'd gotten one for 6 months and everything was fine, but then he didn't come to England until the first 4 months were nearly all expired of his visa, so he only had about 2 or 2.5 months left. And now he's not ready to leave. And he doesn't have accommodation or work until 1 more month from the date that his visa expires. So we thought we're going to try and do a visa run. Very famous in Asia, especially in Thailand. People like to do visa runs by crossing a border and then returning the same day or a few days later. So we're going to try that by flying from Liverpool to Dublin. We are nervous as can be because we're not sure this is going to work. I don't recommend trying it or copying it, even if it does work. We have a very specific situation, and I think very, very few people are going to have a similar situation where they don't use the first 2/3 of their visa. Yeah, so that's where we are at. Jay, did you hear what I was just saying?
No.
Visa
run.
Yeah, I was talking about the visa run. How do you feel about the visa run? You can be honest, but not too honest. Don't do it, huh?
Oh no, we're gonna do it. I don't feel good about it.
I think there's a bit of angle on you. So Jay, when are we gonna go and do our visa run?
Sunday.
In a week from
next
now.
Sunday, in a week from tomorrow. And hopefully all goes well. Hopefully they're like, tonk tonk, come on in for another 5 weeks. You can stay.
Yeah, so issues, if I don't let them in, then we're going to have to find a last minute flight ticket for yours truly. And I wonder how that's going to go down.
But can't we just be like,
not too
can we just say, I'm not going to pay for the flight ticket because you're the one that's not letting in the country, so you can send me back.
That's not going to go that way. That's basically, there are rules and you have no rights when you're in the airport. There are really different rights. I think they're very suspended. It's not like someone's picking you up from the street here and does something to you. You're at the airport, a decision has been made by immigration, they don't pay for the flights and you cannot refuse to buy one because they're just going to push you out forcefully if you weren't going to go voluntarily from the airport, and then you'd have to pay the extra charges that would incur. So no, that's really completely up to you. You're going to be completely stranded. So for example, I think if we didn't have a phone that worked to look up things from at the airport, which we don't, because we don't have a smartphone with a Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, so if we can't look for something ourselves, and if we make that a point of contention, exactly, but we're relying on there being Wi-Fi connection for us in that way. So if we couldn't look it up ourselves, then there would, and if you were to make an argument out of it in order to try and argue your way in, then I think they would simply say, well, then we get you one, and we're not going to check which prices they are. We're just going to put you in the first one that's convenient for us. There, pay double. So you don't want that to happen. Would you mind coming down a bit? Because it's really hard for me to hold it so high. Good. See, now we're not like tiny Jason, big giant Bergie. I don't like big giant Bergies. Yes, there's that. So I think it's best if we do that. But then the good thing, the silver lining, even if it went bad, then we're actually flying into Liverpool, out and in from Liverpool Airport. And I'm staying in Liverpool now, in this apartment. This is in Liverpool. And the airport is just half an hour from my house, so I can just come to my house and look up all the flights for you from there.
Yeah, and say which one to go with.
Exactly. So I just sort that out for you here. I'll be a little bit stressed, to say the least, if that takes place.
Yeah.
And then other things we're going to have to do, I think, just pre-pack one emergency suitcase.
Yeah.
Right? So I can come and
totally.
get it and bring it to the airport, maybe.
Yeah, that's
So that's
a good
like the
idea.
best thing to do.
That's the best thing.
Yeah.
That way I go back with my essentials.
Yeah, and I think that it'll probably be really awkward, but it'll be possible to do stuff like check his bargain for him or something. It's got to be.
And the reason it's such a big deal is because it's not like your Southeast Asia border run. It's England. You know, it's one of the top countries that is tightest and strictest at the border, England and America. I mean, it's just like...
I think, sweetheart, all the Western countries.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it's just, the things that you accept when you cross borders here and when you have visas here. You just have to accept that that is how it is. And sometimes you can get maybe a little bit lucky with a lenient border official. And then, as I already said, that we have a special case where you didn't use the first 2/3 of your visa. So I feel like we have a really good reason. We have a few other reasons that are more personal. So that I think really should give us really good chances.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how that goes in a week.
Yeah.
But I thought we'd tell you what crazy thing we're getting ready for, because I think it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It feels really crazy,
It's
really
really
stressful.
crazy.
So you don't know how you can plan your life, right?
You can't plan.
We can plan a little bit.
You can plan a little bit.
Yeah.
But you have to make like triple plans, because there's like what if it works, and then what if it doesn't work, and then the options for each, and so it's a bit like you're just waiting. It's just all pending.
And you're a bit stressed really about it, aren't you?
I'm stressed. I'm not well.
Me neither. So both of us have different ways of coping with it. I can't sleep at night because of it, so I'm up all night, and I did the crazy thing. I actually did the washing up. I never did the washing up.
I do all the dishes all the time, pretty much.
Yeah, but now I'm getting so stressed, even I'm doing the washing up.
Not necessarily a bad thing for me. There's pros and cons to this.
Yeah. And Jason just goes to sleep all day. Not all day, but he gets sleepy.
I shut down.
Yeah.
Brain malfunction.
Yeah, it's like the computer. When it's like overworking, it has to think too much, it overheats. And then it just sometimes, I don't know, the Macs don't seem to do that anymore, but they used to just shut down if they're overheating. And then that was that. You had to wait until it cooled down again. That's a bit like you.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. So, but what are we looking forward to about our visa run? Do you want to say where we're going and what you already know?
We're going to Dublin, and we're going to go to the Guinness factory and see how Guinness is made and try a pint of Guinness. And there are some beautiful landmarks, and like the Dublin Library at the university. Looks like there's some amazing architecture, so we're going to cruise around Dublin by public transportation and take photographs of things. And what else are we going to do?
Well, I'm mostly vegan, but I'm not strict. So I think we might go to, I don't know if I'm saying it right, if you take the local tram, which is called the DART, the Dublin...
Area Rapid Transit.
Wow.
Come on, it's like the BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, Dublin Area Rapid Transit, same thing. You just replaced the B with a D. Carry on.
Wow! So if you take the DART, it actually goes, I think part of it goes through the city and maybe underground even. I can't remember. It's about 15 years since I've last been there. But I do remember that part of it goes along the coastline. So we're going to do that because it's going to be beautiful. And Jason can sort of get a sense of the Irish coastline, even if it's only around a tiny region around Dublin.
Yeah, sunshine.
Yeah, please. Sorry. And yes, and we're going to go to Howth. Howth. How would you say that? Howth.
Whatever, Howth. Go on.
See, he can do that better. We're going to go there to see the fish come in, the fishermen with the fish, and see all the seagulls, and maybe some fish and chips.
I'm going to eat some fresh fish.
Maybe some oysters for you,
for sure.
because you like that. And I'm not strict. You can have that. And then, I don't know, apparently the area around Howth is probably, from what I can see, there's some beautiful hiking. So we're going to do that, just a little bit.
Mm.
And then at the other end of the same public transport line, at the other end of the Dart, at the other end of the coast, there is Dunleary, and that's where we're going to stay. So it's quite a long ride. It's like at least half an hour, I think. It's really nice though.
That's cool.
And in Dunleary, there is a place called Harry's Cafe.
Harry's.
I went to Harry's Cafe like 15 or more years ago. I cannot remember, and I really don't eat fish normally, but I had fish chowder, and it's the first and only time in my life I even let that pass my lips, and it was tasty. I didn't risk it ever again anywhere else. But so we're gonna go back there. I'm gonna show you where the fish chowder is. Hopefully, it's still really good and tasty. I think there was sourdough bread, was it?
Yeah, and everyone can live clairvoyantly through me.
Clairvoyantly.
I mean, vicariously through me, watching me devour the lovely fish chowder.
Yeah. I hope it looks nice. I don't remember if it's a pretty thing to film.
It's all about taste.
Yeah, so I think we're going to try and do that with the iPad, right?
Yeah.
Film ourselves with the iPad.
Yeah.
So, Dublin, just 2 full days. More or less full days.
Yep, and then back on the plane, sweating, convulsing, about to pass out, and hopefully all goes well.
Why would you be sweating, convulsing, and about to be passing out?
Stressful.
What's stressful?
Immigration.
Trying to, get full sentences out of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is Saturday morning in Liverpool, just over a week before we're going to Dublin and doing our visa run, and it's getting tense here.
Excuse me.
Should we say goodbye, or do you have something to say?
I have nothing to say. Goodbye.
Actually, what did you just do? You could share that.
I just belched and did a little hiccup. Birgit suggested that I continue my morning sitting practice. I used to sit for 30 minutes every morning for a while, and then that slowly trickled off when we started to begin our crazy living situations in very compromised life circumstances. So I stopped sitting in the mornings, and then I haven't only done it here and there for the last 3 years. Not regularly like I used to for a number of years. So I sat for 20 minutes, which was good. That's what I just did. What
does that normally sort of do for you? Or what was the benefits for you in the past? And then you can also tell us how it was for you today, because I imagine that was quite different.
Well, it was just sort of practice and investigation into myself. But I think the benefits were very calming and a sense of grounding and within oneself, whereas regardless of the external circumstances, which we always can't control, I would always be able to have some sort of confidence or poise within myself, is like everything's going to be all right because I'm okay within myself, even though everything around me may be good or may be bad. So that was always changing, but there was always a sense of groundedness within myself. So I think that's what I've taken away a lot from meditation, from sitting. I like to call it sitting because that's what I'm doing. Sitting.
Yeah. And then today? How was today?
Today, monkey mind. Lots of things going on. It was good. Good start.
Good. Well, that was us. Saturday morning, Liverpool. Checking out. See you next time.